Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mutants Genetic Gladiators. It's a Facebook game that I started playing probably when it first came out. I'll show you quickly here. Support ID 6000507. So I think I was the 507th person to start playing this game when it first came out. So I've been on it a while. I've been ignoring it a little bit here and there, but I log in and see these little deals in the middle. Those are gold furnaces, which are the premium currency in this game. And I collected quite a few of them back in the day. So I try to get on every 2 days and clean them all out and accumulate gold. Well, I've used all that gold recently because they've had a special. This is where you upgrade your Evo or Evolution level, and it's currently 600, which is extremely low. So I blew all the gold that I had, which I think was about 20k, and I'm leveled up to somewhere in the neighborhood. I'm at 681, so that's fairly high. I mean, there's people that are like 1,000 and 2,000, but I think I'm definitely at least top, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 5% highest players in the game, even though I've kind of been drifting along for a long time. But it's these gold furnaces that have been keeping me going. I haven't really leveled up most of these guys, and these are rooftops here. But my highest guys are right here, these little glubbers. And the reason I like them, a little bit of lag here. Oof. The reason I like them is they have a neutral attack. So the blue, kind of like how Pokemon works. If you were to attack a red based character, brown does double damage, and purple does half damage. So that's kind of how it works. Well, the glubbers are all neutral, so they have no advantage or disadvantage versus anything else. So you can blindly, without worrying about who to pick for what, just take these guys and throw them into any battle, and there's no penalty or bonus, but at least you don't have to worry about what you're going to do. So I mean, they're not like overpowered or anything, but here's how you compare them. If you click that, go to level 1, 585 damage. It's not horrible, but it's using my little booster, whatever you call these, medallions or tokens or whatever. He does have a pretty decent booster. I think they make a level 6 now. And then this number 3, that's a speed boost. Speed is how fast they attack. So the character with the highest speed when you're in a battle goes first. So you kind of want to go first, especially if you're using the tag. But I'm not trying to educate you on the whole game, but just a little bit of an overview. So anyways, I've got this kind of newer character that just came out. I did this Aftermath Part 3, and at the end there was this sort of orb glob thing, and it seemed like it was pretty cool because it actually took a full hit from one of my glubbers and survived. So that's kind of out of the ordinary because I normally just blow through the whole level, attack them once, and they're all dead. I mean, for example, I'll show you. Here's like a PvP battle. So 395, that's a pretty decent level. Let's heal this guy up. But my glubbers are all each 681. So I can take one of these dudes versus, and you have to load your team up with 3 players. So I just threw 2 of my lowest that I have on the roster right now. You can freeze the guys. I have a ton of dudes frozen that I've never done anything with. But anyways, sum of all level 739 and versus 395. And if you look over here, the genes on the right side here, my glubbers have no advantage or disadvantage versus whatever it is that they have on their team. So that's kind of why I use them. It's the lazy way out. I mean, you could pick, genes of the brown and the yellow and probably do pretty decent against him, but it could be deceiving sometimes when somebody picks that. And then over here on the right, you have the star levels. Looks like all 3 of the players on his team are platinums, which is the highest level star. And so we'll just fight this just to show you an example. I don't need a tag on this one. A tag is a booster, so you can pick on your first turn that you're able to attack. You can use one of your friends to tag in and do damage with whatever their character is, their top character. So, okay, here's my Glover. So I use this attack, and it attacks all 3 players on their team at the same time. And mine does currently 108, 726 per target, which is enough to kill all 3 of these guys. So that's the example of why I use the Glover. It's just easy. All done. And then these 2 low guys get a ton of XP. Of course, my Glover's already maxed out. Alright, moving on. Okay, so back to the task at hand. And I have problems with connections on this thing, so I can't really pull up. Normally there's a mission thing on here. I can't send and receive gifts. This thing all runs on Flash, so it's really kind of antiquated, and they need to move this up to HTML5 because they're going to discontinue Flash sometime within the next year, and you're not going to be able to use it at all. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I have limited space in my rooftops. I don't keep everything I got out here. So I'm going to place my exchange office. This is where I collect the guy. So I'm going to put this right here where I have room. And we're going to go in here, and I did all the stuff. I collected all these, see the little purple flower sort of thing. I had to collect 7 of those to create one of these little swirly, I forget what they're called too. The tequila made me do it, but I forgot. Anyways, I had to collect a whole ton of those, 7, so 30 times 7, so I had to collect 210 of these things, and in my black hole generator crafting thing, I had to create all 30 of these guys. So this dude here is what I want. Oh man, so it's going to take 240 gold to accelerate this. Otherwise, I have to wait 24 hours. And all I have 269 gold right now. What do I do? You know what? And then plus I still have to hatch him too, so. Alright, so I just burned gold to do it. Where did he go? Okay, so now I have to find out where he went. Maybe he went under mutants. Yeah, see all this stuff here? It's just because this thing is such a memory hog. Oh, I can't get it to load. What is it? I think it's cyber. So if I can load less stuff, it'll come up. No, it's not cyber. Oh, it's wait. Necro, Saber, Mythic, Zoomer. I think it has 2 blue genes. 2 blue genes, that's galactic. There he is. So this is the guy. I want to place him into here. Oh yes. So I have enough gold to accelerate this guy. Hold on. Let's see if I can open him. Oh, it's hard to click it. And this is kind of the problem with Flash, is that you gotta kind of move it around till you can click the thing that you want. And you go to, I need to make sure that this is the right guy though. It has to be, because I have those other 2 in already. Alright, so I'm going to pay the 10 gold on this. And Rickety is getting desperately low on the gold, but that's okay. Yes, look at this. So, looking at this, this is level 1. And let's just place him right. Let's just stick him right here. And then, oh, it popped me on full screen. Let me go back. Boom, there it is. Okay, so look at this guy. 1097 at level 1. So I can, for example, take like this guy. Level 1, because he's 353, but if I put him at level 1, it shows me, see, 202 damage. Well, plus 202, so 201 plus 202. This guy is 1097, which is freaking ridiculous. I'm trying to think of another guy that's really high too. We have, I think this guy. Yeah, ZO is pretty strong. He currently does 16,000 plus 16,000 because he's a platinum. But if you go back to level 1, 761 plus 762. So that's 14, that's 1520. So because he has a platinum star, he does the double damage. But just for, I mean, a character that has no additional stars, that's pretty crazy. And he has a three-way attack for a secondary attack. So that's kind of cool. So that's why I kind of wanted to grab him. Let's throw in XP. And then we're going to level this guy up a few levels real quick. Let's see, what do we do for a special? What is it? Okay, so he heals. So a lot of times you want to kind of match what he already does. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any heal orbs to put in there. Retaliate, he reflects damage back if he gets attacked. I have a 2 and a 3. Wound, curse, shield. I can do a speed. I can do a boost so he gets hit, and it boosts his power. I guess that doesn't really matter. Let's just hit him with a speed boost. I have a ton of those, so I can't really go wrong there. Alright, so there's my guy. So let's put him into play real quick here. And I mean, he's not going to do squat because he's level 1. But we'll go in here because I don't have to use tickets to play the PvP game. So I'm going to go here. And let's see, let's throw in. I'm also trying to level up a couple of these other guys here. Let's see, let's pick. Let's pick the Zeo because I want to level him up. We'll go all the way down here and let's watch this guy gain like 21 levels real quick. I don't need a tag. The crazy part about him is most of the time when something has a really high attack, they're really slow speed-wise, so it takes them several turns or everybody else gets to go first. So they need to have a lot of health to tank damage until they can get their turn. All these guys are going to die from the Glover though, so he's not going to get a turn. But the funny thing is, he actually has decent enough speed to where he's almost as fast as the Glover, but really high damage for how fast he is. Alright, so there's 17 levels, 16 levels. And we've unlocked his second ability. Alright, so another 216 team. Let's do the same deal here. We'll put in, I guess that doesn't matter. I mean, it's not really going to be a lot of experience for my XO guy. Throw him in and level him up some more. So this is how I kind of just grind out the levels. And I do have sort of a scripty thing too that auto clicks. Ouch, that hurt. Alright, but that's okay. None of the guys in the opposing team has over 111,000, or in this case 101,000, because I got that little curse, so my damage went down by 98 to 1. But none of them have 101 to survive this damage right here, so they're just gonna all die. Alright. Level 21. Alright. Let's do them again here. And here, I'll show you another thing. So, I don't know if it works, because I'm using this based on position of the screen and everything too. So heal this guy up twice. He got hit a little bit. Alright, so 186. So here's what I do. I have a little macro function. So I can pick. Oop. Oh man, I accidentally picked out my other thing. The macro picks that other character. Wow, all of their guys are fast. See, here's kind of the problem though. If they use a tag that kills my guy, then I'm screwed. But he didn't have enough power to do it. So they're gonna die as soon as their turns are over. Waiting. Alright, my turn. And they're all toast. So the cool thing about the Glover too is every time he hits you, your damage is decreased because you get cursed too. So if you can actually hit him, if with a team of 3 Glovers, you can almost diffuse every opposing character their entire next turn, because they're going to be cursed so hard that they will do 0 damage or very little. So anyways, that's kind of the macro. Let me heal this one more time. I'll show you this just once more. So I'm looking for something that's kind of in the level total of the opposing team, in the range of what one of my Glovers is. So I'm 681. 582 is well within his realm of attack. So I just hit my quick function. It loads up the players and then starts the game. And it's made to automate all of this all the way through here, so it's going to wait a couple seconds before it does anything. So it kind of makes it a little bit easier. It's not a cheat, it really is just a macro. And it's accepting my input of where to click, and right there, that little target that you saw, it was looking for the green in the 10 because it sees that every time. So I can go through like this and just quickly go through battles. You can automate a lot of stuff through that. It's called Mouse Recorder Premium. There was one a long time ago that I used on Diablo 3 that actually looked for a graphic. You can input like a section of a JPEG or some kind of picture file, and it would look for that in the scene of your game, and it would automate based on that. So I used to automate some of the Diablo 3 dungeons. So you go down there and fight something, and you're really just trying to hit something over and over again to get some loot or something that's a rare drop that happens, like, once in 30 or 40 or 50 turns. So you're not sitting there and playing it the whole time. And some people consider that cheating, but I kind of don't, because I spent time to write the script that does this. So there we go. That battle's done. And so what I want to do is I want to add my other guy back into the mix here. So I'll just manually play the next couple of them. But we want to kind of see. So 216. Alright, so Irreality Animus. Put him in. Bianca's are kind of similar to what the Glover does, but they are, the genes are the purple and brown. I forget what the names of them are. It says it up here though. So brown, purple. So it's the brown gene and the purple on that guy. So the cool part about the Glover is why I use them so much is it's just neutral. So you don't have to worry about who's fighting what. Yeah, the damage is smaller, but you don't have to worry about what you're doing. Oh, and this guy's like Slash from Guns N' Roses. It doesn't matter. He's not even going to fight. So, but the cool part that I like about this Animus dude is that he also has a 3-way attack. And even though it is blue only, or galactic, it's the attack is so high that it could do a lot of damage no matter what it is he attacks. Yeah, see, that wasn't a lot of experience, but that's okay. So you could see where this could take quite a long time to level up your other characters, just because there's kind of a cap on how much experience you could get, and you got so many of these guys floating around. Oh, a team of 3 Glovers. That's why I do the speed, because if they hit me, I'd be kind of like pretty much disarmed. But we're just going to wipe them all out here. So I use that same team as my defense team. It's just mine are much higher level than those. 25. Come on, give me something a little higher. Give me like a 6, 7, 800. Okay, so drain life. So he's got another ability. 204. Man, it doesn't want to give me anything. I'm just picking random guys. I'm really just trying to level up that one dude. Fight. A little bit of a lag. Let's throw this back up to full screen. All right. Oh, so anyways, the other thing too is this is the PvP screen. I'm top 1%. It's just a matter of just fighting enough of battles to get your score, the 6623. That's my points in PvP, which is kind of high. I played a lot, but it was really just to level up some other guys I was working on. Won 337, lost 67, attacked 289 times, defended 115 times. So, I mean, statistic wise, I think everything's all lumped in. Yes, it is. It's all lumped in. Wait, how do you have... No, that is correct. Okay. So, I'm not really getting beat that often. And here, this request help thing, this calls upon your friends and stuff to help defend you, but unfortunately this thing is not connecting with Facebook anymore. I have to kind of use a different web browser to even get that to work, and it's just a pain. And it's mainly because Flash is just so antiquated and runs like crap that I can't get any of that to work anymore. So let's collect our coins again here. So I have until I think tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow morning where my furnaces refresh, and each one of these pays off 50 gold every 2 days, and these little ones are 5 gold a piece every 12 hours. So I mean, I have an unlimited supply of gold. I just have to wait and collect it, and I'll probably still keep feeding my Evo level because 600 is really awesome. A really awesome cost for that. So I mean, that all it does is just make you stronger. But my big issue is leveling up these other guys. It's so painful to level everything up to level 680 now. I just don't. You just got to spend a lot of time in the game to do it. Let me start by level just so I can give you an idea of the disparity. So 681, and then this character is the next in line after my 3 top guys at 357. So you can tell I've hardly leveled up anything else, but I'm working on it. So I might choose a few guys that are strong at higher levels that might be a better tag for the people on my friends list and stuff. But I've been playing this quite a long time, so if you're familiar with this game, you can see, you know, a lot of this stuff is fairly expensive and costs a lot of gold. Like these pads that the guys sit on, these are universal pads, and you can put any Gene character on top of it. They're kind of expensive. I don't even remember what they cost anymore. But a lot of this stuff is pretty expensive stuff to get. And I don't know, once you get all the stuff, you get sort of bored. So once they pull you in with something else, and they really haven't been updating this very often, but this is kind of an update with, you know, the new guy with a little bit more power on it, and a new feature, which is this, you know, these little purple flowery things that you develop and then cash them in for a guy. And I probably won't need this for a couple of days, so what I'm going to do is just kind of throw that back in my storage. So, but that's it. That's the guy. Let's take a peek at him. So he went up to 5926 damage after 27 levels from whatever the 1100 that he was before. So that's pretty substantial. I mean, this guy, I think when he gets to level 680 or something, might be pretty decent. And if you look at the speed, 769, that's with this orb, so it's a 15% booster. But 7.69 is significant. I mean, like, this is like one of the fastest guys in the game. I don't know if there's something faster. I've been kind of out of touch, but that's almost 15. That's like the fastest guy. And then you've got like this dude, 3.33. So super slow, but if you look at it, this guy's level 84, and he does that for damage. So, I mean, you could do a lot better. So I think damage for speed, that's pretty incredible on this new character. And I don't know if you can breed it and get another one or not. I mean, I suppose we can try it. It's going to tie the dude up for a little while. Let's see. So let's throw him in there. So I want to use something that's blue. Single gene. Supernovus? Maybe it's the same thing as that. I don't want another supernovus. So do I have a single gene blue? I don't even know if there is something that exists like that. But yeah, if you throw like a Xenos in there or something with a different gene, you might get, you have a higher result chance. And I don't think I want a star, because if you do star, the other guy's not even available with any kind of stars. So let's use one of those. This guy's probably not going to be breedable, I'm guessing. Let's see. How long does this take? Well, that's not bad. So 40 minutes. I have 7 gold. Let's just hurry up. Hurry him up and see what we get. Okay. And it's funny, if you look at it, the supernovas, it's like the same animation. Yeah, I just got a supernova. So I don't think you're going to be able to get another Irreality Animus. I don't think you're going to be able to get a second one. But if you look at it, they kind of just recycled the animations and or whatever of these two guys, and they're almost the same genes too. So they just recycled content, put a little bit different graphic on it. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I think the developers kind of bailed on it a while ago, and they just have like 2 or 3 guys working there, just kind of throwing something out every now and then. Maybe one of the graphics guys or something. But that's it. So, anyways, that catches everybody up. I think to this point, you've checked out the new guy, and I don't really have anything else to publish on here. So, I mean, if there's something you'd like to see on my game, or maybe if there's something that I might know about this that you don't, put a comment down there, and maybe I'll do a video about that part. Aside from that, thanks for watching. Have a great one.